Okay, so first of all, in Navamsa, if you want to see the karma of your marriage in the Navamsa, okay, you need to see the Saturn. Why? Because the Saturn represent mainly the karma. Okay, the significator of karma is planet Saturn. So check where Saturn is placed. Now, let's say, for example, in this chart, Saturn is placed in the third house. So Saturn in the third house means it shows something to do with the siblings of this person. Okay, like own siblings, their own siblings. So karma will be related to that. Like let's say, for example, siblings in the sense like see, third house has Saturn. Okay, Saturn is the lord of first house lord and 12th house lord. Okay, so something to do with first house and 12th house and also third house. So let's say, for example, 12th house lord means it's all about 12th house means it's all about your loss, your foreign travels and everything. So this person might be having some loss related to the siblings. Okay, now since it is sitting in the third house, it is the 12, it is the 12th from the fourth house, which shows that loss of properties. So this person might also lose some properties due to siblings. Okay, for example, siblings might take more properties than this person while partitioning something and all. Okay, like that. So those things might happen because see, one is that Saturn is aspecting to the ninth house through its seventh aspect. Okay, I'll just show so that I ninth house through its seventh aspect, and it is aspecting to the 12th house through its 10th aspects, and also to the fifth house. Okay, through its third aspect. So that shows that lot of friction here for the fifth house. I mean, third aspect is also very bad. So when children is born during the Saturn Mahadasha, the person should be very careful. Now the person is not running Saturn Mahadasha, it's fine. Okay. Until person runs Saturn Mahadasha, then the karma gets started. Okay. So that's how it happens. And Saturn in the third house, it shows lot of karma focusing towards the siblings. Now, if Saturn is placed, let's say for example, if Saturn is placed here in the first house, okay. So if Saturn, wait. If Saturn in first house. So what does it represents in the Navamsa chart? So Saturn in first house generally represents the person's karma. Okay, will be the marriage itself. Marriage itself will be the biggest karma for this person. Okay, because the first house of Navamsa represents the overall married life, overall marriage. So that's the reason. Okay. Now coming to second house. So what does Saturn in the second house represents? So karma. So second house represents the new family the person going to obtain, which means husband, wife, and their children, not their parents. It's there about husband, wife, and children. That is represented by the second house. So karma will be towards that thing, focusing on that. Okay, taking responsibility of the new family, like that. Now, Saturn in the third house, as I already said, all about siblings. So Saturn in the fourth house represents, getting peace, focusing towards peace after marriage, like getting peaceful married life. So that will be the main focus, and also inside the home, inside the house, the married life, how it will be inside the private environment, how it will be. So those things will be seen from the fourth house. Now, fifth house represents generally taking care of your children after the married life. That will be the new karma in the married life. Okay, and sixth house represents your day-to-day job that you do after the married life. That will be the new karma. Okay. Seventh house represents your spouse will be your karma. So when you get married, immediately your spouse, you need to handle your spouse. Okay, that will be your karma. That will be your handle with the spouse means. Now, let's say, for example, spouse might be stubborn, stubborn in the sense, like she wants, if the person, he or she, if he or she wants particular thing, okay, then the person will always try to do something, uh, or try to achieve that. So that will be the stubborn thing. So that's all about Saturn in the seventh house. It also shows older spouse, old looking spouse, matured spouse, like that. Now, Saturn in the eighth house represents in-laws. Taking care of in-laws will be the main headache, main karma. Okay, like that. Now, ninth house means taking care of the father after the married life will be the main headache, will be the main problem, will be the main karma. Or ninth house also represents your teacher, guru, or it represents foreign travelings, religious places. Those will be the karmas. Karma in the sense you need to fulfill those things, like you need to travel to foreign places or travel to religious places. Okay, like that. Now, 10th house Saturn in the 10th house means generally, karma will be about the job. Okay, your career, your professional life. Now, Saturn in the 11th house, here it shows that generally karma will be towards the big organization, large organization, friend circles after the married life, new friend circle after the married life, how it will be. Okay, 12th house represents, all about your private environments inside the bedroom. It also shows the karma related to the foreign lands, okay, after the married life, when you travel to foreign places, unknown places. So that will be the main karma. So these are all the different things the karma represents. Okay. Now, health problems after the married life. So coming to the health problems after the married life, is seen from the sixth house of the Navamsa chart. Any planet exalted there, or any malefic planet sitting, or even in the sixth lord is exalted, then surely the person will be having some health problems during the Mahadasha or Antardasha of the planet sitting in the sixth house or the sixth lord. Okay. So these are the main things the person needs to take care. Okay. And another special technique that I'm going to teach regarding the Navamsa is that, see, in order to check the timing of the marriage, especially the particular day, so first you need to check the what sign the 10th house is having in the Navamsa. Now, let's say, for example, here 10th house is Scorpio. Okay. Now, Scorpio is ruled by planet Mars. Okay, for Aquarius ascendant people. Now, let's say, for example, Mars is related to Tuesday. Okay, because the sun is related for Sunday, moon is related for Monday, Mars is related for Tuesday, like that. So you need to count 4 houses from the 10th house, 4 houses from the 10th house, which means this will be the first house, second house, third house, fourth house. Okay, so you will end up in the Aquarius. Okay, uh, where first house, okay, which shows that you need to count from Tuesday itself. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which shows this person will have marriage most probably on Friday. Okay, so chances are there. So I'll explain once again. Okay, first you need to check the 10th house. Okay, so 10th house sign, which is Scorpio, which is ruled by planet Mars, okay, which is Tuesday. Now count 4 from itself, okay, which will bring you the first house. Okay, 4 from itself, which will give you the first house. And since Mars will rule the Tuesday, so count 4 days from Tuesday, which gives 4 days from Tuesday means Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Friday, this person will have marriage. Okay, like that. So this is one special technique. Okay, and then check any planet sitting in the first house, second house, seventh house, 11th house, or fourth house of the Navamsa. So that dasha or antardasha might trigger the marriage for the person. Okay, or else Venus or Jupiter Mahadasha or Antardasha will trigger the marriage for person in the Navamsa chart. Okay, that is also another technique. So you need to see any planets which are sitting in the first house, second house, okay, fourth house, seventh house, and 11th house. These planets will definitely will give that person marriage in the Mahadasha or Antardasha. Okay, will trigger it. Or Venus or Jupiter. If not any planets are sitting, then Venus or Jupiter will definitely will give the person marriage. Okay. Also, you need to check any planet sitting in the second house, seventh house, 11th house in the birth chart. Okay, which means planets that are sitting in second house, seventh house. Okay. Wait, I'll just show it clearly. Seventh house, 11th house. Here also, second house, first house, okay, seventh house, and 11th house. So these planets will definitely trigger the person to marriage, to get married. Okay, see any planets there are common. See, Rahu is common. Rahu is also sitting in the seventh house, also in the 11th house. See, here Moon is also common. Moon is also sitting in the seventh house, or here also Moon is sitting in the seventh house. Okay, so Rahu or Moon will trigger the person definitely a married life. Okay, to the marriage. So during the Mahadasha of Rahu or Mahadasha of Moon or Antardasha of Rahu or Antardasha of Moon, this person would have definitely get married. Okay, so that's how you need to see the married life in the Navamsa chart. Okay, now coming to in order to check the relationship between you and your spouse. So if you want to check any relationship between you and your spouse, okay, first you need to check the seventh house, how it is placed. Okay, like any planets are placed in the seventh house, and you need to check seventh house lord, okay, where it is placed. So these things it should be very much strong. So seventh house should be very much strong, and seventh house lord also it should be very much strong. Then only the married life will be very good. Now benefics in the seventh house, it is very good. Okay, and benefic aspecting the seventh house, it's also very good. Okay, now malefics in the seventh house or malefics aspecting the seventh house, it's bad. Okay, Rahu Ketu in the seventh house, it's bad. Now Venus with Saturn in the Navamsa chart, Venus with Saturn, okay, or Venus with Mars, Rahu, Ketu, or Venus aspected by Saturn or Mars is very much bad for males, and Jupiter with Rahu or Saturn in the Navamsa chart is very much bad for the woman. So here in this case, Venus is with Mercury, which is married life will be very good, and Benefic is in the seventh house, which is again married life will be very good, and seventh house Lord is in the fifth house, which shows that married life will be very good. So no need to worry. Okay. Now, coming to another thing to check the relationship between you and your in-laws after the married life, how it will be. So, generally, check any planet sitting in the third house, eighth house, or 10th house. Okay, you need to see any planet sitting in the third house, eighth house, or 10th house. Okay, why? Because see, ninth house represents your father. So opposite to the ninth house, it represents your father-in-law. So third house represents your father-in-law. Same thing. Fourth house represents your mother. For 10th house represents your mother-in-law. And eighth house represents your spouse, family members. Okay, like that. Now, any malefics in the third house, eighth house, 10th house will bring very bad results. Any benefics in the third house, eighth house, 10th house will bring good results. So in this case, third house has malefic results. So father-in-law, might not be very much bad, but sometimes father-in-law will come to this person, person's house. They need to take care like that. Now here in this 10th house, mother-in-law can be seen. So benefics are sitting. No need to worry. Mother-in-law will not bring any problem like that. Eighth house is having Jupiter, which is very good, which shows that benefics in the eighth house will give very great results, and their spouse family will not bring any harm to this person. So that's how. Now, you for the new family, I already told you need to see the second house. Any planets in the second house, benefic planets in the second house shows that you will have very great family in new family. Jupiter, especially in the second house, shows you'll have very big family. Okay, like more than 2 children, 3 children, like that. And Saturn in the second house shows you need to put a lot of effort, lot of karma is to be fulfilled. And malefics in the second house, like Mars, shows that aggressive nature of the family. Sun shows that dominating nature of that family, and ego also. Now Moon shows emotional, okay, and Jupiter shows educated family. New family will be educated. And now coming to Rahu Ketu in the second house shows there will be some, lot of difficulties in the new families that the person needs to face. And another house is the fourth house, which shows peace in the married life. Okay, if you want to get a very good peaceful life, then you need to see fourth house. Malefic here will give bad results, but benefics here will give very good results. Or benefic planet aspecting the to the fourth house will give very great results. Okay. In this case, benefics are aspecting the both fourth house and second house, which gives very great result. Okay. So that's how you need to see. Okay. Now after that, let's say for example, coming to the remedies part. So check if any debilitated planets are sitting in the Navamsa chart where they are sitting, especially in the good houses like second house or seventh house, okay, or 11th house. That shows that you need to be very careful during the Mahadasha or Antardasha of the particular debilitated planets in the second house, seventh house, 11th house. Okay, so you need to compromise, you need to adjust. Okay, you need to take care of the other person without any harmful things. So that's how you need to see majorly in the Navamsa chart. Okay, so that's it for today's discussion about the Navamsa chart.